Boom, baby. Murad Fiki, what's going on? Man, today is Thursday, June 15th. We are halfway through the first full month of the summer. Can you believe that? That's just absolutely incredible. It just blows my mind how fast the year flies, how fast time flies. Time flies. Time is precious. What are you doing to maximize your time and make sure you're advancing your goals and your dreams and aspirations? Because if you let too much time pass, you'll notice you haven't taken any action on your goals or on anything that you plan on doing for your enrichment of your life, your business, your success. And that's what I want to talk about. It's just something that, it really just blows my mind. We look back and it feels like the year just started. And before you know it, this year will be coming to an end and we'll be going into 2024 and everybody's making their New Year's resolutions, but you didn't look at them until a year later. And that's, I think, a huge disservice. You've got to stay on top of that. So that being said, I wanted to touch bases with you today and give another market update. We are going to be coming on here more often so you know exactly what's going on in the market and you don't believe the hype. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Boom. Weekly activity snapshot. So this is comparing week 23 of 2023. So week 23 of 2023, we're going to compare it to week 23 of 2022 because the real estate market is cyclical, it's seasonal, and we want to compare apples to apples. So we're looking from the same week a year ago, we have 3,302 new listings that popped up last week on the MLS, the HAR MLS, the Houston Association of Realtors, or the multiple listing service. I hear people ask me often, what is the MLS? It's the multiple listing service. It is the medium, the marketplace, if you will, for all the brokers in the greater Houston metropolitan area. That goes from Lake Conroe all the way to Galveston, Sugarland, Pearland, everything in between. And so we share the multiple listing service. It's where we list properties for sale. It's where we analyze them. It's where we pull sales comparables. And this is HAR.com. HAR.com, I will add, is probably the most well-funded MLS in the nation. They have a huge budget, and that's provided by all the realtors and brokers who are members. And so their technology they use is phenomenal. And when we're looking at, year over year, 3,302 listings were uploaded last week compared to 3,759 last year. That's about a 12.2% decline in new listings over the same time horizon. We're looking at pending listings. How many went under contract? 2,476 listings went under contract, went sale pending last week compared to 2,677. That's a 7.5% decline year over year. Not a big decline, but it is a small decline. Off-market listings. How many sellers took their homes off the market? And that's 19.9% increase from 952 listings that went off market last year to 1141. This can be expected because you have sellers who have unrealistic expectations. I know there's one listing that we took off the market last week because they just had unrealistic expectations. They were expecting the 15 to 20% appreciation that we've been seeing over the last few years. And that's actually not sustainable. Historically, homes rise in value 3 to 5%, maybe 7%, 3 to 7% year over year. Not 15 to 20%. That's just not sustainable. So I think the peak of that was last year, and now the market's starting to stabilize and come back to a normalized market. Does that mean that homes are losing value? No, absolutely not. We'll show you why. Closings. There were still 1,870 homes, properties that closed last week. Sold. Compared to 2,153, that's a 13.1% decline. Again, not a big deal. It's not a big deal, right? That's still almost 2,000 properties closed last week. Showings. This is a real good indicator. Whoa. So we've got a 16.2% increase in showings last week compared to a year ago. And then if you look at the pre-pandemic numbers, property showings are up 12.7% compared to the same week in 2019 when showings totaled 41,000. So showings are on the rise. You know, that tells me the market activity is doing well. Everyone's seeing an uptick in market activity. HER.com listing views are down 19.6%. Still 9.5 million views on HER.com. And I will add, HER.com is a way better resource than Zillow, Trulia, Remax, KW.com. HER.com is a way better resource. Why? Because it's the actual MLS, because all the data is in the MLS. Sold data, pending data. You're going to have the most accurate information on HER.com. And then open houses. There were 6,687 open houses held, both in person and virtual. I think that's pretty great. That's pretty great, if you ask me. Let's go. There's a few other points I wanted to make real quick before we let you go today. I was looking at some articles, very good information. Article came out today saying Houston is officially one of America's best cities. One of America's best cities, ranking number 9 overall. Houston came in as number 9 out of the top 100 cities. Another thing that Fortune 500 companies, Texas leads the nation for Fortune 500 companies. And I've seen that is absolutely incredible. So let me pull that article up real quick. Texas leads the nation for Fortune 500 companies. And it used to be New York. Why would that happen? How could Texas come into leading the nation for Fortune 500 companies? I'll tell you why. A lot of companies are tired of the state income taxes. They want to relocate to states like Texas and Florida that have no state income tax. It saves revenue that they can use to invest in talent, in hiring, in marketing, advertising, technology. There's so many things that happen when you move to a state where there's no state income tax. And so here it says, you know, Texas is home to more Fortune 500 companies than any other state in the U.S., according to the 2022 Fortune 500 list. The Lone Star State ranked number 1 on the list with 53 Fortune 500 company headquarters. New York came in second place, followed by California. So Texas is leading the charge. I love that. That's fantastic. And then another article I wanted to share with y'all that I looked at this morning. So, and why am I bringing this up? Well, let's come to the last one that I wanted to show you. There was one more article talking about the cost of living comparison. Houston ranks second in the nation when looking at the cost of living comparison. According to the Greater Houston Partnership, cost of living, the 20 most populous U.S. metropolitan areas, the only one that beat Houston was St. Louis, Missouri. So Houston has a 7.9% below the U.S. average of cost of living. And then you can see the cost of living comparison for all the top 20 U.S. metropolitan areas. Of course, New York being number 1, most expensive cost of living, San Francisco being number 2, and Houston being second best in the nation. Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up because there's a misconception that the market's crashing. I've heard people say, oh, I'm just waiting for the big crash. That might happen in the stock market. I don't know, or maybe crypto, but home values continue to rise. If you look at home values historically, they continue to trend upwards, and especially in the Greater Houston metropolitan area. So the market is doing great, fantastic, if not especially in the Greater Houston metropolitan area. And the biggest mistake you can make is waiting to make that great home purchase and delaying it, because you're going to pay more next year. The facts show, the data shows you're going to pay more next year than you would this year. And it's still a great time to sell. There's still low inventory. If you keep your property on the market, it's the summertime. Showings are up by almost 20%. And so buyers are out there looking at properties. It's a great time to sell. If you would like to look and analyze your specific situation, I'm very happy to help you do that. Just go ahead and leave me a comment or a DM. I'll get right back to you. We'll do a cost analysis, comparable analysis. What are homes in your area selling for? I'm very happy to provide this service at no charge. You need the right information so you can make the right decision for you and your family. So I hope that helps. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I can't believe it's already Thursday. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I'm going to be the first to say Happy Father's Day. I think dads are super important in every child's life. And I commend you for being the great fathers that you are. And I tip my hat to you. You continue to inspire me to be a better dad. And I appreciate y'all so much. So we'll see you soon. Until next time, have a fantastic week filled with health, wealth, and success. And we're going to see you soon.